Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of January 28, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. Air and Artillery Operations. The briefing highlights the role of air defense, operational tactical aviation, strike drones, and artillery in damaging Ukrainian military infrastructure and forces, including the shooting down of rockets and unmanned aerial vehicles.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of January 28, 2025. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's begin with an overview. What is the current status of the special military operation?
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct the special military operation with significant progress across multiple fronts. We've achieved critical victories in key regions, inflicting heavy losses on the Ukrainian armed forces in personnel, equipment, and infrastructure.
Let's break that down. Starting with the North Group of Forces, what are the latest developments in the Kharkiv region?
The North Group of Forces successfully defeated formations of the Motorized Infantry Brigade and the Territorial Defense Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the Lipsy and Volchansk areas of Kharkiv. Ukrainian forces suffered the loss of 25 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, and 2 cars. Additionally, 2 field artillery guns and an ammunition depot were destroyed.
That's substantial. What about the West Group of Forces?
The West Group of Forces liberated the settlement of Dvireknia in Kharkiv. We inflicted significant damage on multiple Ukrainian brigades, including a tank brigade, mechanized brigades, and territorial defense units. In total, the enemy lost 330 servicemen, 4 combat armored vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, and 6 cars. We also destroyed 4 field artillery pieces, 2 electronic warfare stations, and 2 ammunition depots.
Shifting to the Southern Group, what's the update there?
The Southern Group of troops gained more advantageous positions in the Donetsk People's Republic. They defeated Ukrainian mechanized and assault brigades, resulting in the loss of 220 servicemen, 2 American HMMWV armored vehicles, 3 cars, and a U.S.-made 105mm M119 gun. Another ammunition depot was also neutralized.
Impressive advances. What about the Center and East Groups of Forces?
The Center Group continued advancing into enemy defenses in the Donetsk region, targeting brigades from mechanized, motorized infantry, and National Guard units. The Ukrainian forces lost 600 troops, 2 tanks, a U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, 7 vehicles, and a field artillery gun.
Let's turn our attention to the East Group. What progress has been made there?
As for the East Group, they pressed deeper into Ukrainian defenses, defeating a mechanized brigade, a National Guard brigade, and a territorial defense brigade in the Donetsk People's Republic. Losses included over 115 servicemen, a tank, 2 vehicles, and 4 field artillery pieces.
There's also been action in the Zaporizhia and Kherson regions. Can you provide details?
The Dnipro Group of Forces inflicted losses on Ukrainian mechanized and coastal defense brigades, as well as territorial defense units, in the areas of Stepnogorsk, Novopokrovka, Rabotino, and Antonovka. Ukrainian losses totaled over 40 servicemen and 3 vehicles.
Beyond ground operations, what role have air and artillery strikes played?
Air defense systems, operational tactical aviation, strike drones, missile forces, and artillery have been pivotal. We targeted military airfields, production workshops, UAV storage facilities, and concentrations of enemy manpower and equipment across 152 locations. Notably, our air defense systems intercepted 15 MRS rockets and 64 UAVs.
Those are staggering figures. Finally, Colonel, can you shed light on the ongoing operations in the Kursk region?
In the Kursk region, the North Group of Forces has been repelling Ukrainian counterattacks while conducting offensive operations. We've defeated formations of tank, mechanized, airborne, and territorial defense brigades in various settlements. Over the past 24 hours, Ukrainian forces lost more than 280 servicemen, a tank, an infantry fighting vehicle, and 6 armored combat vehicles. The overall losses in this direction since the beginning include over 55,470 servicemen and extensive equipment.
What kind of impact have these operations had on the Ukrainian forces in the Kursk region?
Only to reiterate that the armed forces remain committed to their objectives. The Ukrainian forces have suffered over 55,000 personnel losses in the Kursk direction alone. Our success is due to the dedication of our personnel and the support of the command structure.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for allowing me to share this update. 2 Palestinians, including a child, have been killed and many others wounded in Israeli attacks on Gaza, despite an agreed ceasefire, as thousands of people continue to return to the northern part of the besieged enclave. The Israeli operation in the occupied West Bank has forcibly displaced Palestinians fleeing their homes during an Israeli raid in Tulkarem, where homes have also been destroyed and set on fire.